Yes, yes, it is 11 o'clock at night. But yes, I am also desperate to get a video out in October. So I haven't exactly been procrastinating all month. I've just been very, 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 very busy all month long with school and a bunch of other stuff. So, now, the night before Halloween, there's barely an hour left until it is Le Spooky Day. I am technically dressed as a pumpkin. But, I have an idea. It's not a Halloween idea, but idea nonetheless. Now, you've probably seen this a bunch of times, but today, we are taking on the fastest at Horizon. I mean, I guess I would take on myself because I am kind of in the top 1% in some areas, I do have to admit. I will say, I am in, like, on certain tracks in this game, I believe I am in the top 15,000, maybe? Give or take, I believe so. I know I'm in the top 1% in a lot of areas, but today, I want to put that to the test in a random car. So, here is my plan. What we're going to do is we are actually going to head over to the car collection because this has every single car in the game. I mean, I could sort through my cars, but even then, like, some cars are super rare. I guess it's the same story here, but at least this will give us a little bit more randomization. I think we could scroll through a little bit faster and stuff. But it wouldn't be random if I don't. Okay, let's actually start from the beginning. Let's start at a Barth. And then let us begin. So as you start to scroll like crazy, you scroll down a little bit. I have no idea how far I am scrolling down. We can even do a little bit of this too. Kind of jumble up the manufacturers. I have no idea which car I'm clicking right now. I have no idea where my cursor is. What car I'm clicking on. If you want more proof, I guess I'll do this. My hand is still over my eyes. I cannot see anything. Where my cursor is, I have no idea. I can only hear from the sound if I can move over or not. That's it. If I can move down, all this stuff, I have no idea where I'm looking, what is going on. I don't know if I'm scrolling fast or slow or what, but whatever car we land on, we have to upgrade it for that class. So I'm hoping I get something in A or S1. I think I'm also going to do Festival Gate Crash if I'm not already in the top 10,000. So, let us pick you. I see the problem now. Alright, let's actually start from our cars. So, let's begin. So, I know I'm probably scrolling through Aston Martin right now. Just a wild guess. But now, I have no idea where I am scrolling at now. Go right there. Where I'm at, I do not know at all. It's also nice because then I can also just scroll up and down a little bit so that I have a little more options between side to side compared to up and down. I don't really know what I'm saying. What I do know is I am picking something. I should just randomize our manufacturer again and really see where it goes. So whatever car I land on, I either have to use it as it is upgraded, or I must use it in its class that it is stock. So, let us. So we gotta roll again regardless. Because I can't even select a good rival. This FN sucks. Okay. And it sucks for me to watch. Sucks for me to deal with. Like that, maybe. A little bit of these. A little bit of that. A little bit of bat. And like that. Just don't be terrible. Please don't be terrible. You aren't actually terrible. You might actually have a chance. Hang on. No, whoa. We are stock, but we are top of A class, and I think the 211 has a chance. 250 horsepower, but we're light as a feather. That handling is pretty decent. I think this thing is kind of like an A-class Elemental RP1. And that thing grips crazy. Okay, I didn't want to go Horizon Open. If we can get ourselves Plyazold top 10,000, I think we might have a chance of completing this. We might have a chance, a tiny chance, but chance nonetheless. Actually, let's go about it this way. So my best time is a 1:13. Let's aim for under a minute 10 and see what we can get from there in this car. I just hope we can actually do it in this car, because my personal best, top 2%, 57,000 something, and it was in a Z-Nismo, so I was probably doing it super casually. But now, we're actually going to try hard this. Maybe not try hard this. I mean, I don't know how good the 211 is, but we're going to have to go around once so we can get the speed to carry through the finish line and see what we can do from there. Okay, yeah, this thing feels fast. Maybe not that fast, but this could be a circuit we could just take almost completely flat out. That water there can also help us a little bit by slowing us down into the corner. I'm not sure if our speed is going to exactly be good for this circuit, but let's see how our grip is. Okay, that's immediately a flag time. But now, that's corner we have to brake really hard for. But the rest of this could be flat out. Okay, this thing is so light, so much grip. I think the rest of the circuit is flat out pretty much. Hang on. Could we do this flat out? Let's try. Okay, not flat out. We're not that good. This section could be flat out. Let's just study it for now, and then let's throw down an actual hot lap. That's definitely... Actually, that could be flat out. This area could be flat. This section, I would say... maybe a let-off? Maybe not a break? But that was a 117. Let's see if we can beat this 113 as well. We're gonna lock in here. So we can use that tree or that sign as a braking point. We're gonna have to brake a lot harder into that. But let's see if we can get the rest of this flat out. And let's actually put our lines to the test. So we're flat out through here. All of this is flat out. This is a let-off. No, it is not a let-off. It's probably a tap of the brakes. This is flat out. But the question is this flat out? It is! Okay, we found a way we could take this faster. And this is a let-off. I probably let off a little less there. Maybe keep about 5% throttle on. Now let's try to go for a clean lap. It's just that first corner that's the problem. And also right around there as well, because that is a lot sharper than it looks. Alright. Let us set the pool as the braking marker. It's okay if we can throttle it in a little bit after we brake. We're hard on the throttle. Upshift to 5th. Hold it in 5th for the rest of the track. Or the rest of the straight. Until we get to the area where we gotta do a massive brake tap. Right here. Tap of the brakes and a downshift. Perfectly into that corner. That's a... Alright, let's keep going. Little let off there. This small let off because I wasn't very confident right there. This is let off starting at the wall. Might be faster just to brake there. But already, that's a 110. That is a 110. Let's keep going and see how fast we can get it. I think some of the fastest times are 108s. So let's try to aim for a 109. I know I can clean up my line a lot better. But that was a 110.3. So if we keep it flat out through here and hard on the brakes, that's a good braking point. Right after that pool, close to that bush, that is a great braking point. Keep it on the inside. That's flat out. Maybe a small let off. Maybe not, because the road does wind outwards a little more, which does help us with our traction. We're still flat out. Brakes and downshift. That inside line could be the play. Let off. Alright. Here in early turn in. A little lift. And smallest tap, downshift, floor it in. And already that is faster. That's still a 110.4. The water might not actually be helpful because this is mostly flat out. So let's use the bush as our braking point. Little wall tap is fine. And it's flat out through the rest of here. I am getting a little bit of inconsistency with the lines. That's one thing I am noticing. Up to 6. Let off, downshift. That's good, that's good. In there. That's amazing, amazing. And an early turn in for a flat out. That's so good, that's so good. That could be taken a lot faster. And that is... Okay, that's a sub 110. That's a sub 110. That's a 109.8. 109.8. Alright. Let's try to actually get sub 109.5, I say. And then a 109.3. Brake just before the bush. That was super fast through there. Alright. That was super fast. Just keep sending it. Keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it rolling, keep it smoothing. Keep it smoothing. A fresh rescue right here. Butter knife it, butter knife it. Tap of the brakes and downshift. That felt fast. That felt fast. This feels fast. This feels really, really fast. Alright, let's keep our foot down. That's perfection. That's bliss. Up into 6. Just for a little bit of speed so that we can break downshift to 5th. We might just have to do a little let there. But that is a 109. That's a 108. We beat the 109. We beat a 109. That's a 108.9. Alright. Let's keep it coming. Alright. Turn in. No. Okay, you know what? Let's just see what our position is. Maybe we are top 10,000. Maybe we are. Let's just see what we're at. That was genuinely... That was painful, actually. That was kind of painful. Let's just see what position we're at. If we're not top 10,000, I know what to do. Actually, we could do upgrades to this because we're not... We could do some upgrades. I don't know how much faster that would make us, but... Let's just check our time. Let's check our time. Apply Azul. In A-class. We change our rival. Yes! Oh, we're top 10,000! Oh, we're top 10,000 in the world. Oh, yes! Oh, oh, that's good. Oh, that's juicy. 6,453. Top 10,000 out of 2.5 million people. Holy. Top, I know that doesn't really seem that impressive. I mean, I know a lot of them are bots. You know what? Let's aim for top 5,000. But let's do some upgrades. We have a little bit of wiggle room. Even if I could just do like a flywheel, that could help. A flywheel could help. But if anything, this thing doesn't really struggle that well. If anything, we can't do front tires. What if we did rear tires? We cannot do rear tires either. Is there any way we could do a little bit of weight shaving? If we're gonna do weight shaving, though, we gotta make it count. So I think the flywheel might be best. This thing is on sport tire stock, and sport tires are atrocious. But it does not matter because we have so much downforce. I believe we could improve our downforce, though. Or we should probably put our points in a power. Even though our shift timing is a little slow. But if I can get a sport transmission so we could fine-tune our gears, a race driveline, I don't know what that would do for us. We really gotta get better shifting, though. And we might have to tune our diff a little bit. So we'll have to get one of those. And as for anything else, can we get a little more power? Because this thing is super light and kind of low on power. No. Okay. I'm good with this, though. I'm good with this. So, our transmission is a little upgraded, so it should be a little bit faster. Plus, we can tune our gears, and we can make this a lot better. Because the gears are definitely going to be our saving grace here. I think... What if we actually did, like, shorter gears? I don't know how fast we're getting this thing up to, but I can't imagine it's over 150. So let's try to limit this thing to 150. Yeah, like 153. Okay, let's get our caster up. We can lower ourselves a little bit more. That could help. I do not believe we're gonna touch the downforce because we do need the balance of straight line speed and grip in the corners. But actually, wait, no, let's go a little bit more because it won't affect our top speed that much. And anyways, it will give us an advantage through the tougher sections. I think our diff is good as well. I'm not going to touch our differential. But now let's see what this thing can really do. With just tiny upgrades, but the tuning is where it's going to make the difference. So let's head back to the rivals. Let's head back to the circuit. And let's see how our tuning does now. In our little Lotus. I'm also really glad this thing is supercharged, too. That's a little thing I do want to add. A little supercharged rocket. Like, this thing actually rolls. I'm going to say right now, this thing rolls. But let's see... How much can it roll? Like, we're gonna check. Are we recording? We are recording. So let's do one little beginner lap to see how we're doing, and then we can get to some really, really, really spicy laps. That launch feels faster, and our shifts feel faster too. Our gears are also a lot faster. I don't think we'll be hitting 150. So it is good to kind of have us at that high RPM. I could be mistaken though, because it does seem like we're getting there pretty fast. Oh, we made it. Okay, hang on. No. I think we did accidentally just limit ourselves to 140 something with our downforce. So now we'll have to extend the gear ratios a little bit. Or yeah, we'll have to extend our gear ratios a little and just fix them up because the acceleration, we're so light and we're supercharged. So that low RPM power it's really, really potent. And that's kind of what we need on the circuit for some of the sections. So let's head back to Playa Azul. Let's hop back into our Lotus with the good gears this time. And let's really, really spit out a hot lap. Because I feel like this might do something amazing. This thing is already magic before. I did make it slower in the straights. However, the corners is really where it matters. And I know a lot of cars are going to slow down in the back. But with this, that's a really quick Elantra. we're totally gonna have to chase them down like crazy. But I feel like with our tuning, with an upgrade transmission, we couldn't do our flywheel, but I feel like our shifts are a little faster, which will help us a lot because this thing had a really, really slow transmission. So now let's see what we've got. Into there. Oh, that is so much better. That's so much better. All right. I think this is a top 5,000 car. I think this is a top 5,000 car. Yeah, we can push through these sections easy. Really, really easy. And I think a lot more of these sections are flat out too, like this. Not flat out, but it's a lot cleaner through there. So this definitely helped. Get that? This section now, it'll become a lot easier. Yeah, just like that, just like that. And for this final section, what do you have to say? Alright, that was good. Already, I think we can spit out a hot lap. We'll totally have to hunt down this Hyundai, though. We're totally gonna hunt this Hyundai. We might be a little faster in the straights, though, which is actually kind of surprising for this. Hey, don't you honk at me. And brake there. Downshift. In. That's dirty. That's dirty lap. Oh. We head in. Let off. Get the checkpoint, and then we're back on it. Oh, I got the rest of the sections down. Okay. I got the rest of the sections down. This is the one. I think this is the one. Let's see what we can do. As long as we can clean up the first corner. As long as we can clean up the first corner. Okay, that was good. That was fine. It was not fine because that Elantra is still cracked. Wait, but not as cracked as us. Hang on. Not as cracked as us. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Come on, beat it, beat it, beat it. That's good, that's good, that's good. Come on, come on. Alright, stick to this side. And before the push. Let off. But not entirely. Still flat, we're still flat, we're still flat. Just like that, just like that. We're flat, we're flat, we're flat, we're flat. Okay, okay, okay. Come on. Let off, get the checkpoint, back on, back on, back on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, we're gonna take that. That's a sub 108.5. Okay, okay, let's see what we got, let's see what we got. There were so many 108.9s that I think that might actually be a top, that might actually be a top 5,000 time. Oh, please tell me it is. There were so many 108.9s. So there's probably going to be a lot of 108.8s, 0.7s, 0.6s. That was a 0.4, I think. Let's see what we hit. Let's see what we hit. Come on, come on. What did we do? What did we do? What did we do? Alright. Now that's a top 5,000 time I've ever seen one. Oh, that was so worth it. Not really though. 4,883rd. Let me remind you, that wasn't a random car too. Like, if I could have chosen my car, I probably would have chosen anything else. But I think we actually got a cracked car for that. I think we actually got something absolutely cracked. And that was completely random. We did actually get, I think that is one of the top 10 fastest A-class cars around some circuits. There is another circuit I am thinking of, but I think we should probably save that, preferably for S1. I think next time, now we'll still randomize it, but next time, hopefully, it'll be a dirt race. That was actually incredible. That took what, 20 some minutes? Maybe like half an hour? Like 30 minutes we just did that in. We just went from, I think, like, what was it, 50,000th place to 4,000th. That's the top 5,000 out of 2.5 million people. 2.5 million different players. Okay, a lot of them could be bot accounts, but still. That's a lot of people. And we're in the top 5,000. I know 5,000 seems like a lot, but like when you compare it to the bigger picture, I don't know what percent that is, but that's actually... We're not in the top 1%. We're probably in like the top 0.000 like 2% or something. That was insane. And at the end of the day, we did it. All we had was ABS. No TCS, no traction control, no stability control, manual transmission, no clutch, no auto, none of that. The only assist we had was ABS, and that was it. And we still did it. We still did it. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't even know what to say at this point. That was actually fun. That was actually amazing. I want to do this again so bad. We'll have to do this again so bad. But hopefully I can get this video out by Halloween. And we actually have a video to put out in October. It is the spooky day now. That's how long it took us. It is officially Halloween, but that was amazing. That was actually amazing.